That moment from the upcoming Bruce Springsteen biopic, Deliver Me From Nowhere, with Jeremy Allen White singing the classic Bruce hit Born to Run. Well, he's joining us this morning from London, where he's getting ready for the London Film Festival. Jeremy Allen White, thank you for joining us this morning. Great to see you.
Thank you. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me, guys.
Well, we want to say congratulations to you because you're getting rave reviews for this performance. It looks incredible. But we know that Bruce was involved with the movie and was on set throughout the filming.
Wow.
So what was it like playing Bruce Springsteen in front of Bruce Springsteen?
I think at first, you know, like any job, you get to set, you're feeling a little insecure, you're trying to figure things out. And yeah, I think, you know, as an actor, you gotta sort of up enough delusion to do your job sometimes, and it was hard when I'm looking at the man, you know, across the way. I know I'm not him because I'm looking at him. But then after a certain period of time, you know, I don't know, he kept showing up and it became more and more normal. And then I feel like it's necessary. And I feel like his presence was giving us all like a lot of permission and making sure that we were, I don't know, staying on the honest path. So thinking back, you know, it would have been very to have done it, you know, without him there. It would have felt like we were doing it wrong.
Yeah, well, whatever it is, it works.
Yeah.
When you see the film, it so works. And one of your co-stars, yeah, absolutely. One of your co-stars, Jeremy Strong, who plays Bruce's manager, dear friend,
amazing.
John Landau. What was it like working alongside him?
I love Jeremy Strong so much, you know. I'd been an admirer of his for a very long time, and I'd kind of sent messages to him through like mutual friends and colleagues and stuff, just saying, you know, I'd love to work with him one day. And so when Scott Cooper, our director, you know, told me it was going to be Jeremy, I was so excited, but we prepared very separately. I think he was traveling and I was working before, and it was hard for us to get together, so we didn't really spend time together until we got to set. But he's so thorough in his approach. I just trusted him so quickly and immediately, and I think he also saw, you know, I was trying to portray Bruce Springsteen, and that was a difficult thing to do, and there was a lot of pressure, and I think Jeremy became this sort of like protector and like and caregiver, you know, for me during the process of making the movie. And that's very much what John Landau was and has been, you know, for Bruce Springsteen. So everything happened very naturally between the two of us, and I don't know. I hope people can see that, you know, when they watch the movie.
Yeah.
Well, we know that they will. And one thing that we see in the movie is you playing the guitar. But you say your skills are pretty limited to one area. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, I never picked up a guitar before I started preparing for this movie, so it felt very alien to me. I remember asking Scott Cooper, "Are you sure you want me to do this? Are you sure you don't want to find somebody who already knows how to do these things, like singing and playing guitar?" And he was sure, and I had about 6 months to get it there. I learned on a really beautiful guitar that Bruce Springsteen gave me after that 55 Gibson J200. And I got together with a wonderful teacher, J.D. Simo, and I got together with J.D. and I told him, you know, I'm so excited to play the guitar and learn how to do this with you. And he said, we don't have time to learn how to play the guitar. I'm going to teach you how to play these 5 Bruce Springsteen songs, and that's it. So I still feel very ill-equipped, and it still feels very alien sometimes with the guitar in my hand, unless I'm, you know, performing a or Born to Run. You know?
But you look the part, just like you look the part when you're a chef and you got the knife. So you're a fast learner when it comes to stuff like that.
Oh, thank you. I try. I got very talented people that help me, you know.
Yeah. It's a skill that you have. Yeah. Can we ask you about another upcoming movie, The Mandalorian and Grogu? Your voice, the son of Jabba the Hutt. Oh, what was it like to find out that you'd become a part of the Star Wars universe?
It was exciting, you know. It's funny. I met Jon Favreau, who directed the film and the series, you know, prior. And I've been such a huge fan of John's for a very long time, and so we started talking about movies, and I was asking him about Swingers, and he said, you know, would you like to come in and maybe talk to me about doing just a voiceover deal for Star Wars? I said, I love Star Wars. I'd be so happy to. And I came in, and then I discovered, kind of in the moment almost, the weight of the kind of character I was voicing. But it's been a fun process. I came in to do the voice. They hadn't filmed the movie yet. Then they made the movie. I came and did more. I'll probably have to do a little bit more. I spoke to Pedro the other day, and I think he was doing some more work in the booth and seeing some more of the film. And I'm very excited. I'm very excited to take my kids to see that one. You know?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be really, really fun.
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna love that, man. Before we let you go, we're gonna, as we count down to "Deliver Me from Nowhere," which everyone cannot wait to see. We're gonna put you on the spot. What was your favorite Bruce song to perform?
Reason to Believe is the last song on the album Nebraska. In the beginning, Nebraska, the title track, that was the first song I learned how to sing. But after being out of it and ending it, and this last year since we filmed it, Reason to Believe. I love that song. I love listening to that song. Everybody should go give it a listen.
We will do that. We will do that. I love how you gave some thought to that.
This performance is already getting rave reviews. We know Bruce was involved with the movie, even on set sometime. You've talked about how it was kind of nerve-wracking, right? Talk to us about that experience.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah, you know, I think, you know, your first couple days on any set, it's hard to kind of find your footing, and there's a lot of pressure that comes with playing a real person and a living person, and someone as kind of beloved and well known as Bruce, and so I think yeah, I was really feeling that responsibility, you know, in the preparation. And then even more so, yeah, seeing him around as much as I did, you know, when we got on set. But ultimately, I think, you know, he was such a great help and guide for Scott, our director, and for me. You know, I think he really he kept us honest, and he was such a great support almost every day. When I got home from work, he would send a message about a particular moment, you know, that he found telling or true to his experience at that time in his life.
Yeah, I can't imagine what that pressure's like with the boss watching.
Right there.
And by the way, you learned how to play the guitar for the movie, you learned how to sing, and Springsteen, of course, has such an iconic, distinct sound. How did you approach that role? How did you learn all of this?
You know, I had a lot of great teachers. Vitro is a wonderful vocal coach who works with a lot of singers and has also helped a lot of actors get ready for films like this. And I just worked with him really tirelessly. We got together 4 to 5 times a week for 6 months. My guitar teacher, J.D. Simo, same, you know, 4 to 5 times a week for 6 months. A lot of time a lot of time listening to Bruce. And I remember recording a lot of the music for the first time for the album Nebraska and in Nashville. And Bruce was so wonderful, you know, he listened to the music. He told me, "You sing very well, you sing me, but not like me. You're making the song your own." And I think he wanted that spirit to be carried, you know, throughout the process of us making the movie as well. You know?
You really do make it all your own. And Jeremy, you grew up not far from Jersey in Brooklyn, New York, where I live now. Everyone there is so excited for this movie. And I heard your family actually got to meet Bruce recently, and your mom had a pretty funny reaction to meeting the boss. Tell us about it.
Yeah, you know, my mom and dad, they're such big fans, as many are, and we had a premiere at the New York Film Festival, and my folks came. It was the first time they saw the movie, and afterwards, you know, they were invited to come hang out with everybody, obviously, and my mom met Bruce and kind of tried to string some words together into a sentence, but it didn't really work out that way. It was a lot of wells, a lot of ums, a couple half thank yous. And she kind of turned to me after Bruce walked away. He was so lovely with her, so present and like available to her. But he kind of walked away, and she turned and went, "Did I say anything?" And I went, No, not really. But you're very sweet. You know? And I think that happens for Bruce. Oftentimes, people kind of, you know, they turn into puddles around him. It happens.
Well, we are so excited for this movie. Thank you so much for joining us, Jeremy. Thank you for coming on today.
Thank you.
And Springsteen, Deliver Me from Nowhere is in theaters next Friday.